Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, I am AFIQ.
Hi, I am JANNAH.
Hi everyone, my name is INTAN.
Hi, I'm HUSNA.
Hi, I am HAJAR.
Hi guys, we are back.
Wow guys, look at this.
What is this?
This is fundus of the eye. The yellow spot is optic disc.
Optic disc is the location where the optic nerve and blood vessels exit the eye.
Let's go into the optic disc and learn more about our eyes.
Let's
go.
Lesion at the optic nerve. Lesion at the optic chiasm. Lesion at the optic tract. Lesion at the optic radiation.
Now, let's move on to cranial nerve. First thing you need to know is nervous system. Brain and spinal cord involved in central nervous system. Afferent pathway, orbital sensory innervation. There are 12 pairs cranial nerve that arise directly from the brain. We will look detail on trigeminal nerve. Trigeminal nerve, cranial nerve number 5. It has 3 branches: ophthalmic nerve, maxillary nerve, and mandibular nerve. Cornea sensory innervation.
Alright, without further ado, let's move on to efferent pathway, or we can call it as photonerve pathway. In efferent pathway, we should focus on these 4 cranial nerves. First, oculomotor nerve. Second, trochlear nerve. Third, abducens nerve, and the last one is facial nerve. First, oculomotor nerve, or we call it as cranial nerve number 3. In oculomotor nerve, we have two nucleus, which are oculomotor nucleus and the accessory nucleus. Both possess different function and different efferent pathway. Let's see the pathway of oculomotor nerves. Second, we move to trochlear nerve or cranial nerve number 4. It is the only nerve that emerges dorsally. It is the smallest, thinnest, and have the longest intracranial nerve pathway. Let's see the pathway and the provided picture so that you can understand better. Third, we look into abducent nerve, or we call it as cranial nerve number 6. It is originate from inferior dorsal midline of pons and coordinate the ipsilateral and contralateral of those muscles. Here is the pathway with the supported anatomy of the nerve. Last but not least, the last cranial nerve that controls efferent pathway is facial nerve or cranial nerve number 7. Facial nerve have unique characteristics, which are they have two main roots, large and small roots. There are also two segments divided upper and lower of the facial nerve.
Innovation of eye and NSA. Before we go further, let's learn about visual pathway and learn more about it. On the optic nerve, there is lamina cribrosa. Lamina cribrosa consists of scleral fibers that pass across the region where the optic nerve enters the eyeball. In the optic chiasm, some of the axons from the two retinas undergo decussation. Heterogeniculate nucleus (LGN) contains 6 main layers. The first and second layer is a magnocellular layer, and the other 4 layers is a parvocellular layers. The fibers of the optic radiation send out into the temporal, parietal, and occipital lobe. The Brodmann Area 17 is striate cortex and visual area 1 V1. Layer 2 and 3 send their main output to the cortical areas, while the layer 5 send output mainly to deeper brain structure. The extrastriate cortex is a higher visual association areas that provide further interpretation. The higher processing of vision is broadly divided into the wide and wide pathway. Vascular supply to the retina and optic nerve. Blood supply to the brain for vision. Motor, sensory, and autonomy innovation. Example for sympathetic division is pupil mydriasis, vasoconstriction, widening of palpebral fissure, and lacrimal gland decreased production. For parasympathetic division, pupil myosis, contraction of ciliary muscles, and lacrimal gland increased secretion. Pupillary light pathway, essential for diagnose clinical problem associated with the pupil. Disruption can occur in any afferent pathway such as retina, optic nerve, optic chiasm, or optic tract. RAPD is a relative afferent papillary defect. The disruption also can occur at dorsal tegmentum of midbrain that interrupt fibers from pretectal nucleus to oculomotor nucleus and then affect all fibers into individual spur nucleus. Disruption of efferent pathway can cause problems like adystonic pupil, which is give a poor papillary light response and loss of accommodation. That's all from us. Thank you for watching.